Emerge Challenge Batch 3 is ready now. B2B and FinTech startups.
Hi everyone, our congratulations on making it to Emerge semifinals. In semifinals, we will have 43 startups and 4 batches. Around 10-11 startups will be in one batch and up to 7 judges also will be in one batch. The judges are experts and investors. The judges will evaluate your startup based on the next criteria: product market fit, team, traction, global growth potential, unique sales proposition, and overall presentation. We will choose top-tier startups from each batch based on the scores from judges. So 10 startups will pitch in finals of Emerge Challenge on May 14th. I wish you good luck and be the winner. Very glad to meet you all today at Emerge semifinals. And today we will have pitching of startups, and there will be 10 startups in a batch, and we also will have amazing judges with us. And right now I would like to introduce you our investors who are kindly attending our event. So first of all, I would like to introduce you all Margarita Shestakova. Margarita is Startup Scout at Accelerator B2B from Russia. Also, I would like to introduce you Konstantin Gnip. Konstantin is associate at Runa Capital from Russia. Our next judge is Vitaly Shtyrkin. Vitaly is Director at Investments and Innovations at Orange Business Services from Russia. Also with us today, we will have Konstantin Zapoляnsky, who is Senior Investment Director from Zubro Capital in Belarus.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Also today with us, we will have Vlad Radkevich, VP of Sales and Partner at ScienceSoft and angel investor from Belarus. Gunche Honor is also our judge today at semifinals. Gunche is venture partner at Startup Wise Guys, and she's from Turkey. And Mark Vodnitsky. Mark is Senior Innovation Analyst at Megaphone Russia. So right now you know who our judges will be, and in several seconds we already will start with startup pitches. And our first startup who will pitch today is KYB Platform from Estonia. KYB, the stage is yours.
Hi, Julia from KYB Platform here from Estonia. Why is it that in 2021, verifying a person's identity takes only about 60 seconds, but verifying a company can take several months? Let me tell you. Because to verify a company, you need to have people that will collect and analyze the data. You need access to many restricted databases, and the whole process involves a lot of useless communication and waiting. On top of that, you are forced to charge your customer thousands of euros to verify them. And this is exactly why fintechs from the Baltics started approaching us to help them verify their business customers faster, more cost efficiently, and let their team members finally concentrate on their main job and not do verifications. KYB Platform is a tool for businesses that want to verify business customers, partners, investors in a matter of seconds. And how it works is you just type in the company name, and in a few moments you have a full report. And instead of you scrolling through the pages and pages of data, analyzing it, our AI solution will provide you with recommendations, whether the company is risky and what decision you should make. With KYB Platform, you will verify a company in under 30 seconds. Competition. There are some great tools out there, I'm not gonna lie, but why would you buy 5 different solutions and combine them if you can get just one KYB platform that has all the necessary features in one place? Also, with us, you don't need to go through the painfully slow and expensive process of integration. Just buy the subscription and start using the KYB platform dashboard immediately. Together with subscriptions, we also offer pay-as-you-go options, and we charge extra for any sort of integration, customization, white labeling. There are thousands of payment platforms, digital banks, crypto businesses that are all obligated by law to check their customers, and they're still doing things manually. we can automate at least 10% of them by 2025. We already have a working prototype that we're pre-selling here in the Baltics and in the rest of Europe. We had to pause providing the product manually because there were just too many requests. And we're going live with the first 50 early adopters in June of this year. The team consists of me and my co-founder, Anton, covering business and tech. We're pretty known here in Estonia in the digital verification space and have built some successful startups, even potential unicorns. We're partially outsourcing development, and we're also hiring. So join us if you have the same vision and the same goal, which is to make business verification accessible and easy to any business, no matter the size. Thank you.
Yulia, thanks a lot for such a great presentation. And right now we have the first question for you from Vitaly.
Yes, hello. Thank you for this presentation. Basically, my first question is about how is that exactly different from other platforms like Bureau van Dijk? They deliver many services like this, and also they can deliver you the extract or kind of summary of the company with all these color coding or analysis about safety dealing with the company.
Yes, I'm aware of Bureau van Dijk. Orbis is the solution, I presume. Yes, great solution, as mentioned. However, they are targeting mostly bigger financial institutions, and we want to target the SMBs because the small businesses do not have the volumes, do not have the resources, and do not have the time, especially when we talk about crypto and fintechs, to go through this onboarding slow process and make this big commitment to these bigger solutions.
Okay, and your data sources where you check those companies are also the same as the big one guys using, but you're making more efficiently or what?
Yes, we do also, I'm not sure what Bureau van Dijk is using. I'm assuming business registers. We also are using business registers because that is the base of everything. Without it, you have no solution. Business registers, but also additionally, we on top of that do identity verification for the representative or the UBO. We do PEP sanctions, adverse media, because without it, again, you need it. And we also have different sorts of KYB forms, questionnaires that you can send to the end user for them to fill in if you have any gaps in the data. And also adding this AI on top of that to make your business decision faster and just more clear for you as a small business owner who may not understand all the technicalities that the Dow Joneses and the Bureau van Dijks are offering.
Okay, thank you.
First.
Thank you, Yulia. And do we have some more questions maybe from judges?
May I?
Sure.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. Which markets do you target right now? And also, what is your pricing strategy?
Yes, of course. So the markets are currently mostly Baltic states because this is the low-hanging fruit. Obviously, we're in Estonia ourselves, and that we were approached by the Baltic companies firstly. So mostly that. The next targets are actually Ukraine, Belarus, and UK. Ukraine, because of the new updates in the AML regulations, they're becoming stricter. So obviously we want to go there. And UK, just because if you're a verification company, this is where you need to be. But also we are getting requests from Germany, Spain, a few, and from Scandinavia as well, here and there.
And pricing?
Yes, pricing is we have subscriptions. So you pay for using the dashboard, the software, and we charge extra for integration, customization, white labeling, depending on the workload, what you need. And also we offer pay as you go, meaning that you prepay some credits and those credits are added to your account. If you want to come and go, basically, not use it monthly.
Thank you.
Yeah, and maybe shortly we can also have a question from Vlad.
Just a quick one. So how much development efforts they have under the hood right now, and how much are you planning to add with the next, let's say, with the next year?
Yes, of course. So currently we have 5 developers, including my co-founder, who is the CTO. And those developers are outsourced. So we're the 2 official employees. And with this, we're closing a funding round at the moment. And with this funding, we are expecting to grow the team to around 10 developers, including hiring full-time those existing ones. Yes.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Yulia, for presentation.
Thank you.
Right now, I'm inviting the second startup to pitch, Uptopy from United Kingdom.
Hello, my name is John. I'm founder of Uptopy. We've created a new equity-free way to finance growth. We're a backbone for growth and high yield returns. As you know, there is a huge task for the companies to grow, but how to grow without capital? If you build month by month, you have a lack of cash, right churn risks, and if you bill annually, you lose up to 40% discounts. You lose up to 40% of your revenue. So, and there is no also way to get capital without dilution. And it's hard to find bank loans. It takes 3 or 4 months to get to get a check from VC firms, and only a few companies are able to do that. And welcome to Uptopy. We've created a new way to get analyzed revenue instantly, as if all monthly subscribers paid annual contracts today with 100% conversion and with discount just of 5 or 15%. And it works. It's magic. No dilution, no debt, no waiting. Just grab your money and put them in your growth. We built a time machine. We have a platform, and we created a new asset class. Let's say NASDAQ is good for stocks trading, and Uptopy is also for recurring revenue trading. We built a new asset class, where it is actually is a fixed income instrument for the buy side, for family offices, banks, and so on. They have opportunity to have an ROI of 31% when compound is in place. And we are we've created, our platform is live, and we've created a legal framework with the ORIC. We exempted of FCA rules, so it's not a huge mess for us. We're not a lender, we're not release funds from our own book. Our prediction model and risk engine have a unique approach. We know how to predict churn, how to manage risk, and predict our probability of default in the SaaS area. And our market is huge. Our addressable market will be 24 billion in next year, and SaaS is just the beginning. We know how to work with recurring revenue and usage-based universe. It's mobile operators, mobility, insurance, and so on. And we have proven go-to-market strategy. VC firms loves us. We are scaling their portfolio without dilution. We have zero CAC instrument here, And when we onboard one VC firm, we have a lot of clients from their portfolio. And at Guns, we have a message with you at LinkedIn recently. Then we have proven go-to-market strategy, where it works at the word of mouth when clients make introductions to the firms and other SaaS companies, zero CAC as well. We have created viral mechanics. We have trust effect. We put a quality stamp to the SaaS companies' websites, and it's financial data proven ready supplier. It's very important for them to send this message to their clients. It's free for them, and for us, it's huge data sets and a free branding and word of mouth. It's also a zero CAC instrument for us. We have modes. The
Thanks,
first move
John,
advantage.
very much. Yeah, thanks, John, very much for the presentation. I think right now we will continue with questions from judges, and I will also maybe cover your presentation. So first of all, we have a question from Guncha.
Hello, and thank you for the presentation. It was really good. I would like to understand more about benefits of your product, because what is offering to startups except assuring cash flow? Also, as a VC, we are the biggest B2B SaaS investors in the Europe, basically. So we have many portfolio companies, and I really want to understand, if I introduce you to them, what are you going to be offering to our portfolio startups?
We work with a few other VC firms already. We have our 20 million euro portfolio on our platform, despite 2 months in a stealth mode. We're 6 months old. SaaS companies take cash from us through our platform from the buy side. They put them on a growth techniques and they grow rapidly. Beyond that, we know how to deal with churn. We predict churn and we know how to fight with this. We're a tool for growth, not just, capital is just the beginning, and we know a lot of insights we're able to share with them. We're a partner for growth. We're partner in crime.
Okay, thank you.
We also have another question from Konstantin Gnip.
Yeah, John, so basically you're saying that you already allocated 20 million euros, right? For six months.
Yeah, from the sell side for 2 months. We're 2 months old. We're 2 months old. In a stealth
20 million euros. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 20 million euros. And our portfolio will be 100 million in just next 8 months. We know how to scale fast. We already have inbound requests, and a few other firms are ready to push their portfolio companies to our platform. Speed Invest, our friends and other huge firms are waiting for our location from the buy side, and we're rapidly moving.
Yeah, John, great. And from competitors' point of view, so who are your major competitors and what's your unique points?
We have few competitors in this area. Our direct competitor is Pipe.com. They have 2 billion valuation just 2 months ago. They've raised their previous round. In EU, we're only one live platform that really exists. There are a few other guys who release funds from their own book. We're not competing with them. In our case, we have auction from the buy side, and every transaction will be cheaper at our place. So in our platform, SaaS companies will raise cheaper capital. They will get cheaper funding because we're kind of marketplace, relative buys, relative sellers, and we trade the risk. We are not taking the risk. It's a big difference between other guys in there. We have Uncapped, we have Outfund, and other guys who are trying to build something else, but they have own cost of capital. We are not. We are pure platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and also we have one question from Konstantin Gnip.
Yeah, John, thanks for the presentation. One question, actually 2 questions. How does the onboarding process for the company look like? Is it done manually, or do you have some internal software tools to do it quickly? And also, can you talk a little bit more about the team? Thank you.
Yeah, we are self-service platform. Everybody can onboard into a platform supply through APIs with their data sets from usual suspects such as Stripe, Profitwell, and other data sources. And we score them semi-manually right now, but we know how to automate this stuff. What about the second question?
About the team.
Team. I couldn't share this slide with the team. We have just 4 of us, but we have a lot of advisors and friends. We have combined experience at BlackRock, Credit Suisse, Goldman Sachs. 2 days ago, I found a new advisor. He was a partner at Goldman Sachs in London. So we're here, we're open-minded, and people with huge experience joining our team. They're advising us for free, and it's something. It's magic. It's magic what we're building.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, John, very much for the presentation.
Thank you.
And I'm inviting next startup to pitch. So we're inviting MySafe Trade from United Kingdom.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Nikolai and I'm from as.exchange. So based on the data, over 95% of traders and investors, they lose money, while only 1% of traders, they earn profit net of fees in the long term. So who are those elite 1%? It's the professionals with the exception of luck, which nobody can control, skills, which everyone can learn, like just Google it, insights, which are illegal to use, and instruments. It's not the overhyped technological instruments because the new cool app or platform will not make you rich, but it's the financial instruments which generate double-digit returns and usually inaccessible to the general public. That's why we're creating as.exchange, which is innovative securities market. And our vision is to build the NASDAQ of innovative securities with a mission to democratize access to alternative investments. And the business model is quite simple. We're building a trading platform between buyers and sellers, and we're going to offer anything you have seen from competitors such as Coinbase, Moscow Stock Exchange, Robinhood, just for free. Because what we do is we invent new securities, and this is where we're going to be charging trading fees. So what we have done until now is we developed a fully operational trading platform. The first version is OTC. We got over 3.5 registered users, and last year we got Global Banking and Finance Award. But most importantly, we applied for patent for our first product. And the first product is called Tranched Value Securities, which is similar in design to asset-backed securities, with the difference that you don't need a pool of assets to diversify your risks. You need only one single asset. And with this financial security, you can transform the performance, it's reduce the risks and enhance the returns, and it's applicable to any kind of asset, such as crypto, equity, debt, and currencies. I myself, the founder with over 5 years of private equity experience, winner of CFA competitions and Credit Suisse. And the co-founder is Mikhail, who is a PhD in industrial engineering. He is designing algorithms for Toyota, Renault, and other car manufacturers. And when he was in high school, he wrote a book about algebra, which got published by Ministry of Education of Moldova. So we're building a multi-trillion innovative exchange, and our market is bigger than world GDP 7 times, while we have a large pool of other new securities which nobody can copy from us because of the patents. While what we're going to do is just offer anything offered by competitors for free. And a good success story is FTX Exchange, which went from 0 to 3.5 billion valuation in less than 3 years. So thank you for your time and looking forward to your questions.
Thanks a lot. And we have the first question from Vlad.
Yeah, thank you. Well, lots of questions, but probably not time only for one. So how much money do you think you need to start offering everything your competitors offer and do it for free?
Well, basically, the technology side is not that expensive. Like right now, we're already preparing the proper order book exchange solution, so you can trade directly without waiting for OTC counterparty. And this solution, to be honest, costs like less than $20,000 for us to develop, because we know very much about this area. But the legal side and the marketing side, those are the parts which will take the most cost in the future. And based on what competitors raised, they got like $6 to $20 million without product, without users, without anything, without patents, of course. While we have the patent, we have 3.5 thousand users, we have trading volumes, and we're getting the patents. And what we offer, they cannot offer.
Just one more question, please. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Nikolai. So, who are your target profile of your clients? So, I understand that there are like retail investors. They mostly prefer some, simple financial instruments. So, you offering some complex financial structures. Who are target clients? Yeah.
Thank you for your question. So, basically, with this approach of free products from competitors, we target obviously retail users. So, like this, we can build a huge liquidity pool, while those complex instruments are going to be offered to B2B clients, such as investment banks and even other exchanges. Because let's say you are a cryptocurrency exchange such as Coinbase, and you don't want to see your profits or assets every day to have a volatility from 100 million to 10 million just because Bitcoin went down. So you can use this kind of hedging instruments, which offered only by us. So there are two sides. We provide we get this liquidity for free from competitors because we offer what they offer, but without any fees. And we offer something what they cannot offer to B2B clients and, of course, to B2C as well, because they also can trade. Actually, some of the users are they're very familiar with options, with forwards, with swaps. So as long as you know what you're trading, feel free to trade.
Thank you.
Thanks. And we also have a question from Guncha.
Hello, thank you for the presentation.
And we're going to do it on Tecto. So we're doing this already. And we're going to have two versions, OTC and a centralized exchange.
Okay. And the last question from Vitaly.
Yes, thank you, Nikolai, for the presentation. Just a quick one. As long as you create your own security, who ensures that that security values anything if you go down, for instance, or if you discontinue the security?
Thank you for your question. Basically, the design of the trading platform is that, for example, if you by yourself want to create this TVS product, which is currently offered, you must deposit some type of asset. So currently we support Bitcoin, but in the future it's going to be stocks, bonds, currencies, and other things. So you deposit this asset, and based on this you issue.
Okay,
yes.
So the asset you deposit ensure the security created within your platform.
Yes, exactly.
And can the security be dissolved into the components of it? Like, for instance, if someone wants to take your security out of your platform, so it will be broken down into Bitcoins or whatever.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It is possible. It's called termination of contract, and currently it is possible. And in the future, once we have centralized exchange solution, we ourselves going to be serving as liquidity providers as well. And besides that, I'm very familiar and good contacts with several hedge funds they're going to be served as market makers. So it's they who deposit their funds as well and trade with customers. We just charge our fees for innovative securities.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nikolai, for presenting.
My pleasure.
And right now, we are inviting next startup to pitch. So Tax Sketches from United Kingdom. You're welcome on stage.
So, good afternoon, or well, whatever time zone you're in. I'm Arseny Morganov from Tax Sketches, and thank you, Emerge, for having us. So, as many people are aware, big tech companies are able to have complicated tax corporate structures which allow them to have an efficient tax burden. But for an individual, for a startup, for a small business, international tax planning is prohibitively expensive. And the cost comes from two factors. The first of which is that you're paying for the time spent sending information back and forth between the user and a specialist. And the second part is already the targeted and interesting work that the individual wants to find out. So can they realize what they want to? What we're doing is we're completely automating the information part, and the logic of our platform allows the individual to already approach a specialist with a targeted question, meaning that they have to have less hours, which means smaller costs. But of course, we're a business. So when we're talking of our target market, we're aiming for at least 1% of the international tax planning market. And how are we going to achieve that? So we're building a managed marketplace where we'll be collecting a subscription fee from users who are going to want to plan out or sketch a potential corporate structure. And then if they find that interesting enough and want to engage a specialist, we'll be taking commissions from those engagements happening via our platform. What are users getting? So on our platform, as you can see, they're able to draw up a picture with meaning. They're able to draw a potential corporate tax structure in various jurisdictions. We then tell them what red flags they're going to encounter because of that, and what the tax burden is going to be. Finally, we give them a final summary that they can use either just to keep for themselves, or if they're interested, which they'll then take to a specialist. Where's our product? We're currently onboarding contributors from a variety of jurisdictions, and the logic for our holding board, so holding companies, is complete. We're then building up our intellectual property board, our board for beneficiaries, and we're going to be combining those together with the aim to have users on our platform in 4 months. And why can you believe that we're going to make this happen? Well, it's because of the experience of our team. Our founder, who has significant experience in international tax planning, our developers who are very experienced and who've been working together for over 2 years. Thanks for having me, and I'll be glad to take any questions.
Thank you very much. And right now, do we have some questions? Okay, so Genche, please. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. As I know, tax structure is changing according to countries, even cities. So how are you going to build a one product, one platform for all countries or all legal systems. What do you think about that?
Sure. So what we're doing is we're getting, we're calling them contributors, so essentially tax specialists from jurisdictions. We're building up the number of specialists and the number of jurisdictions. Once we have a substantial number, we're then able to, our platform takes into account the interaction between those jurisdictions. So in essence, if a person has some issues or red flags, some tax specifics in one jurisdiction, they'll then just contact that contributor, and the rest of the information will be based on the logic of our platform and the information the contributors have provided for our platform.
So it's like a marketplace also.
Yeah, exactly, a managed marketplace.
Thank you.
And we have another question from Konstantin Gniv.
Hey, Arseny. Thanks a lot for the presentation. Two quick questions. The first one, could you talk a little bit more about the business model, the pricing points, etc. Second one, about your target customer persona. Who are the customers, number of employees, what kind of companies? Yeah, this would be helpful to know.
Sure. Thanks for your question, Konstantin. And so for the first question, in terms of pricing, our pricing strategy is, at the moment, we're planning to take from users about $100. The consultation, the price of the consultation is based on the specialist. The specialist sets their own prices. We'll be taking a commission from that, but we don't have a plan to standardize those. Just market conditions will set that. In terms of your second question, so our target user, our ideal persona, we're at the moment, the first people we're going for are IT companies who are the most mobile and who are small, medium-sized, ones who don't effectively have enough capital to engage Deloitte, PwC, the really big companies. That's who we're starting with. But as we develop, the aim is that the product will be useful for everyone. Even in a large company, the memo that I mentioned, so the summary, is useful because they can have that on hand. Whereas when you go to one of the large players, you're getting a 40-page report, which you're not going to keep on top of. It's not going to stay in your head.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Arseny, thank you very much for the presentation.
Thanks for having us.
And right now we are inviting next startup, HighTouch. You're welcome on stage.
So, hello everyone, my name is Kirill, and I'm going to demonstrate you our project called HighTouch, WhatsApp automation platform. I'm a technical founder, previously worked as a data scientist at Yandex, Russian Google. And I have a partner, Dmitry, who founded a top 5 Russian marketing agency. Together, we've built a strong development and marketing team to help small businesses in Latin America sell through WhatsApp. They're doing it using human operators and smart chatbots. And it's the right time for chatbots, because chatbot market is growing 30% per year, and it has an interesting segment growing faster, WhatsApp chatbot segment. Why? Because WhatsApp has released its official API only in 2019, and it became affordable for small businesses only in January 2021. So, right now, businesses spend approximately $1 billion for marketing and automation in WhatsApp, and chatbot market is going to grow up to $9 billion to 2024. And in future, we plan to eat a piece of cake of contact center automation software. Our product consists of two core parts. I will show you because it's a translation. The first part is Visual Chatbot Builder. It has a lot of functionality for marketing automation. And the second part is a contact center for human operators, where they can combine communication by hand and automation. We sell it using subscription model, start from 50 euros per month. And also we have enterprise solution. Of course, there are competitors, start from chatbot builders or broadcasting software and end with online chats and enterprise contact center software. But you know, WhatsApp is completely different. And there is lack of projects, has full-featured WhatsApp support and integration with sales funnels in messengers. We have unfair advantages. First of all, we've passed the Facebook product review and we can sell WhatsApp directly for our clients. And we have partnered with top Latin America WhatsApp API provider, and they even integrate our flow builder to their interface. For the past 1.5 years, we've done 4 pilots. Start from omnichannel platform and solution for events, then build projects for Russian enterprises, like pilot with bank or Russian retailer Magnet. And right now we see the best opportunity with WhatsApp SaaS platform for SMB. And we have 1,400 users come to us organically without any marketing budget. So we're looking for an investment to launch marketing, not in Russia, but in Latin America, in countries where WhatsApp is messenger #1. Because, you know, businesses are going to messengers. It's like most native things they can do. And they're doing millions of transactions per month right now, and they're doing it by hand because there are no good project for WhatsApp automation yet. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And right now we have a question from Vitaly.
Yes, thank you for the presentation. Just a quick one. How long do you think it will take for existing chatbots who are available in other messengers to be available through this WhatsApp API? Like there's plenty of messengers available, chatbots available in Telegram, Facebook Messenger, which also owns, WhatsApp. So
it's a good question. You know, there are strong players, for example, in Facebook Messenger world, but I think it takes more than a year to adopt their mechanics to WhatsApp, because it's not only about technology, but it's about marketing strategies. Because selling in WhatsApp, this process is different to selling in Facebook Messengers. So the mechanics and the mindset is different. And we are trying to offer for clients not only the technology, but the solution where they can use these mechanics, which we test, which we know, simple and in one click.
Thank you.
And we have another question from Guncha.
Hello, thank you for the presentation. I saw many different chatbot startups, and I'm curious about the biggest challenge in chatbot industry, actually. What is your biggest challenge right now?
Right now, our biggest challenge is to teach our clients to use WhatsApp Messenger marketing. Because, you know, it may look like there are a lot of chatbot solutions, but in fact, there are just a few solutions really useful for clients. Because when they start trying to automate marketing in messengers or trying to beat the landing page conversion, they fall. It's not so easy to start from scratch. So it's important not to just build the technology, but build the marketing software with marketing part. So we see a lot of projects that fall in Russia, and it will be the situation will be the same in the world.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation, Kirill.
Thank you.
And we're inviting Enty from Estonia on stage.
Hi, my name is Kirill Zheleznov. I am CEO and co-founder of Enty, a software as a service sidekick in the world ruled by paperwork. We estimate that micro and small enterprises in Europe spend 10 billion euro annually on back office operations, while the cost of lost energy and time is unmeasurable. Moreover, there are many industrial standards in every area. For example, if we want to design prototypes, we use Figma. If we want to collect payments, we use Stripe. But when it comes to the back office, there is no single industry standard for back office management. And if you want to create a contract, use Jura. If you want to perform accounting operations, use Xolo. If you want to make some financial management operations, use Finmark. And as a result, entrepreneurs have to spend even more time, energy, and money to switch across different solutions and service providers without any hope for transparency of the whole picture and comprehensive automation. And we have started our journey with one goal in mind: to become the new home for all boring back office operations. Enty is a single control panel where the client can orchestrate all back office processes simultaneously, starting from basic tasks like incorporation and reporting, and continuing to more sophisticated tasks like financial management, contract management, and HR management. Just imagine a platform using which you can open a company, create a bank account, find a counterparty, generate an agreement with it, sign it, receive a payment upon the contract, and then automatically receive all necessary accounting records without human involvement. This platform will be Enty. But just as Rome wasn't built in a day, neither was Enty. In the current state, Enty gives the ability to incorporate a company in Europe, automate accounting, and choose a suitable banking solution. And in order to demonstrate our business model, I want to tell you a story of Loredana. She's our client from Italy, and her company offers online courses for military recruits in Europe. And up to date, she has purchased an incorporation for 450 euro, subscriptions for virtual office and accounting. And in the future, she would also like to subscribe for our control panel in order to streamline all back office processes of her company. And along with Loredana, in just 7 months, we have managed to onboard nearly 90 clients and to receive nearly 65,000 euro in revenue, while our burn rate is really small. And as to our plans, we are going to add new features to our control panel. HR invoicing and contract management will be added in the next several months and take over new large European markets. Speaking about the team, there are 3 founders on board, Artem, me, and Jane. Together, we have been working for several years, starting from Artem's own legal firm, continuing to Deloitte and fintech startup Economica. And I'm sure that a blend of our consulting, entrepreneurial, legal, and tech background is a perfect mix for the disruption of the outdated back office market. And there is one missing puzzle in our current setup, which is money. We are going to raise 400,000 euro with 3 million euro in pre-money valuation in order to save time, energy, and money for thousands of entrepreneurs worldwide. Thank you.
Kirill, thank you very much for such an amazing presentation. And we have the first question from Konstantin Glik.
Hey, Kirill. Thanks a lot for the presentation. A couple of questions from my side. The first one, you mentioned that you allow us to incorporate the company in Europe. In what countries can you do it through your service? Because, for example, Xolo allows only to do it in Estonia. So do you do the same or some other countries as well? And also you mentioned that you do have a burn of around like 13K euros a month. So have you raised any capital? How much have you raised so far? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Konstantin, for these questions. First of all, yes, we open companies right now only in Estonia, in Cyprus. Cyprus is not a good market for us, so we are going to stop this stream of our business, and Estonia is the large stream for us right now. Yes, it's a very competitive and not a big market, but until the end of the summer, we are going to launch our services on the new market, and I assume that it will be one of the largest European market. Right now, we are making some marketing tests in order to understand the economy of these streams. And speaking about our burn rate and our financials, yes, we have raised one investment round from one business angel and one of our co-founders, and we have raised 130K. So yes, right now we have one term sheet for the future investment round, and I hope that the outstanding amount of money will be raised in the next few months.
Thank you.
And we also have another question from Konstantin Zapolansky.
Yeah, Kirill, thank you very much for the presentation. Maybe you tell a little bit about your unique selling points, right, and your differentiating points.
Yes, we focus attention of our clients on two main things. First of all, we provide our customers with real human approach when we speak about back office management. All our customers have personal online therapists that are ready to navigate our customers across different boring back office tasks, and that's the first point. And the second point, that we are trying to cover as much back office operations from the one place and as possible. Right now, we are not ready to provide our customers with an automated solution for every back office operation. And in this case, we are trying to cover needs of our clients by providing manual services or services of third parties. But in the long term, we're going to connect all necessary features in one place, and it will be our main advantages from competitors.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kirill. Unfortunately, we are run out of time for the question session. So we are inviting next startup to pitch on stage. So StudyDive, you are invited.
Hi, my name is Yuri Bugay and I'm co-founder at StudyDive. We are creating the first social learning platform to upskill employees and promote the culture of learning. And currently companies face two key challenges to be ready for the future. They are related to skill gaps and reskilling of employees. And usually companies spend enormous resources, around 240 billion worldwide, on upskilling their employees. And very often to upskill employees, companies put together so-called individual development plans. I will use an IDPs. Very often they look like this in Excel or in Word or in performance management software. But in addition to individual development planning, companies usually spend enormous resources on procuring content, online courses, books, libraries, trainings, and so on. But very often having all this zoo of solutions, employees just get lost and managers get lost in all these solutions. It does not mean that they don't learn. They just learn from Google, Facebook, articles, but more precisely from their colleagues, from managers, and from experts whom they follow in one or another sphere. That's why we've developed a solution which would help companies, first of all, to promote the culture of continuous learning, and then allow sharing knowledge within organization, integrate on learning around an individual, get pre-selected recommendations on possible steps to do in order to develop one or another skill. And it helps learning and development managers and HRs to monitor and guide learning. Unlike other competitors like learning management systems which are focused on mandatory learning, or LXP, learning experience platforms which are focused on professional learning, we offer a personal approach to both mandatory and professional learning. And unlike other competitors who suggest their content based on artificial intelligence or based on popularity of certain content overall, we base some suggestions based on social effect. So based on what my colleagues, what people whom I follow are suggesting and offering to in terms of content. We launched a simple solution to replace Google Sheets and Excel on December 15th last year. We have already got 5 paying customers on whom we are mainly testing and developing the product. One of them is a business unit of Johnson & Johnson and Geberit. But at the same time, we have more than 250 companies in the trial and over 30 companies in negotiation process. Our current business model is freemium SaaS. We charge based on the number of employees using the product. With the time, we can also expand into other cash streams like content sales. In 2020, we were working on customer development and doing a lot of manual work. We launched MVP, as I said, in the end of 2020. For this year, we're working mainly on product enhancement, and we are expecting to have a revenue for 500K, where 400K already confirmed in contracts, in order to be able to scale into enterprise in 2020 and global in 2023. We will be raising for expansion in Ukraine and for pilots in international markets fall 21. So if you're interested to be updated on our progress and our status, we would be happy to provide this feedback. As a team, we have experience, first of all, in platform development. And our previous project usually scaled from few employees to millions of employees in a couple of years. At the same time, we have advisors from corporate enterprise sector, marketing, sales, and surely HR and L&D. We would be happy to answer any questions. And if you're interested to be updated on our progress, we would be happy to do it. Thank you.
Yuri, thank you very much for the presentation. And we actually have several questions to you. So first one is from Vitaly.
Thank you. Thank you, Yuri. Simple question. What is your customer acquisition strategy?
So currently we are focused on mid-sized companies in order to get them and try the product. We are using either email marketing or Facebook ads, but we are focused on getting to enterprises. For this, we need to enhance our product. And there we mainly have direct sales and our goal to start pilots in large enterprises in October, November, when we will be ready with the product, in order to sell in the end of the year or in the beginning of the next year to go into the
How much does it cost you to land one customer?
So currently, from mid-sized companies, customer acquisition cost is around 350, 400 USD. We don't have a wide split, and our average LTV value at the current moment, based on the annual subscriptions, is 1,000 USD.
Thank you.
And we also have a question from Vlad.
Yep, thank you. Well, nice presentation. Thanks for that. So a little bit, could you please elaborate on your traction in terms of the monthly users MRR, and so what's your monthly growth right now? And specifically, I mean, this is how did you come up with the figure of 400K of committed revenue?
So we launched our first product in the end of 2018, where we collected educational providers. Then in 2019, in the end of 2018, we went to corporate and said that we are ready to be the single agency for managing all your external educational content, replacing them procurement procedures. For us, the key goal was to get into the enterprises and start working with them. And these services, we have already won a tender with Naftogaz, the largest company in Ukraine. We have Kernel, Carlsberg, Teva, and other enterprises, where we are playing for them the role of single procurer and manager of educational content. And that's where we have confirmed already in contracts for 300K this year. And additionally, and then based on the experience, we launched the software in the end of last year. And with the soft, we have currently, as I said, five paying customers, but also the soft is preliminary procured. We are finalizing the contract with USD, with USA, which they will be using for implementation of one of their learning programs. And it's another 420Ks, where already the bigger part of the cake is software, which will be used in the program. And in addition, we have company sales, one-to-one company sales, and that's where we would have this year around 50, 100K in the revenue. We
so
don't have any
services, right? You're talking about.
Yeah, at the current, these are services and software. Yeah.
Okay, and also we have a short question. It's a short time for the question from Konstantin Zapolensky.
Yeah, Yuri, I just regarding the enterprise. So, what kind of ACV you expect annual contract value for enterprises, right? And so, right now it's a mixture of software and services, but it looks like more of a services rather than software, right? So, what's your plan on this?
If we currently look at the current P&L, these are mainly services, but the primary goal is to switch to software. We expect average value of the contract to be from 50,000K to 500,000K annually, depending on the size of the enterprise. Our competitors, to some extent, they are 3 times more expensive at the current moment.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
And currently, we are inviting next startup to pitch, and we are inviting NLSQL on stage from United Kingdom.
Hello, everyone. My name is Denis. I am CEO and the founder of NLSQL, the company which redefines $33 billion problem with intuitive Google-like interface to poorly accessible data. Nowadays, companies are storing more than 50 zettabytes of data, and it's continuously growing. Data is a blood for modern enterprises, but data is silent for most of your company employees. Only a few company employees know how to work and use data. Data experts are expensive and their time is limited. NLSQL is B2B software as a service to empower your employees with an intuitive text interface to poorly accessible corporate data to inform and speed business decisions with significant benefits for enterprises. NLSQL is simple, precise, and fast with data responses using only natural language requests. NLSQL saves time and money with better outcomes for our customers. NLSQL works as Microsoft Teams or Slack application with intuitive text interface to multiple data sources inside corporate IT ecosystem. Anyone can get instant access to business indicators, Excel reports, data visualizations, and even more. Moreover, instant access to data doesn't require any sensitive or confidential data transfer outside corporate IT ecosystem. We did a successful use cases with Delta Airlines, GlaxoSmithKline, Maxim IT, and Aachen Uniclinic. Last year, we raised a German federal ministry funding for healthcare BI software development. Last year, we also completed a successful integration with Delta Airlines. Now, anyone from Delta Airlines can access operational KPIs and benchmark it with the competitors based on the internal and external data sources. On the right side, you can see how easily it can be done by Delta Airlines employees with NLSQL software. Delta highlighted that our team is fast for prototype implementation into existing working environment. Our technology works as same as advertised, and it takes a little effort for new data to get integrated. We form an amazing team with 5 top industry experts with relevant working experience at well-known companies such as Shell, Oria, Amazon, Symantec, and Olympus. NLSQL is easy to use, precise with responses, secure, compatible, and absolutely scalable. The best way to predict the future is to create it. So let's create the future together. That's all from my side. I would appreciate any questions you have.
Denis, thank you very much for the presentation. And the first question will be from Vlad.
Yeah, thank you. Well, nice presentation. Well, in terms of creation of the future. So, what stage is your product at this moment, and do you have any traction with the customers and revenue?
Yes, we have like $30K United States dollars as the revenue for the last year. We have first paying customers, and we are already launched our product on the market. So yeah, please clarify what do you want to know. So we can...
Yeah, well, if there are no more questions, then sorry, there's one. Sorry, I'll just give the floor to another person who wants to ask a question.
Sure. So Guncha, please ask a question.
Hello, and thank you for the presentation. I want to know, what do you need right now? And also, are you raising a new investment round or something? What do you need?
Yeah, actually, the biggest challenge we have right now, it is growing with limited resources. So this year we plan to raise a seed round. So far, everything was bootstrapped, but currently we have a lot of project requests, queries, which is happening at the same time, and we need to grow our team, as well as we need to have like strategic partnership with someone who can help us to hire correct people to help us with entering a new market, because yeah, there are some spaces which we want to target, but not yet there.
Okay, and just one quick question. I just want to be sure you are developing your technology as in-house, right?
Yes, exactly. So we are not outsourcing any development. Our natural language understanding engine, it is our like internal in-house development. So yeah, it is completely our IP, and we are not using any third-party, I don't know, software and application from Amazon or Windows. So it's completely our own development.
Okay, thank you.
And the last question is from Konstantin.
Yeah, Denis, yeah, thank you very much for the presentation. I just wanted to ask regarding the implementation, right? So, of course, this NLP engine should be customized for each particular client, particular use cases. Mm-hmm. So how long does it take to onboard the client and implement the engine?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for this question. This is a really great question. Currently, onboarding, technical part of onboarding of one customer is 1 day, due to our self-service tool, which is available on our platform. So each of the customers can go and sign up on our platform, can like modify and customize their own KPIs and provide their database schema file on our platform. So our platform is generated the custom API for each of the customer, and those like technical experts which is doing this self-service customization within a few hours, they don't need even talk to us. They can generate their own API, receive their own token, and didn't actually chat with our sales team or with me or with any other technical experts. All the documentation is all on our platform. This will be for sure demo version, and for the production use, for sure we will need to sign a contract to plan our sprints to integrate. But from the technical perspective, we need maximum 1 week in order to onboard a new customer. And most of the time it will be like legal negotiation, legal stuff, and communication with other departments inside the large size enterprise.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Denis, for the presentation. And right now I'm inviting next startup to pitch, PatentBot from Ukraine. You're welcome on stage.
Audience, let's talk about intellectual property in numbers. 8 out of 10 companies have a name, but only 3 out of 10 protect it. Annually, such big companies as Apple, Adidas, Starbucks, and what more important, thousands of smaller ones suffer from stolen trademarks. Their losses reach up $600 billion. So the simple question is, why they just don't trademark their brand names? As a patent attorney, last 12 years, I was facing this problem and discovered that average process of trademark applying approximately takes 14 days, 2 weeks for filing a simple trademark. It's crazy, isn't it? So certainly a lot of companies just skip it. And we decided to replace this boring routine by several algorithms and created our amazing PatentBot. It's a chatbot which helps you to protect your intellectual property just in 5 clicks and 10 minutes. We reduced time and money people usually spend on trademark applying, and we made it global. We taught her to speak 9 languages and to work 24/7 for you. We don't have direct competitors, but we do have some close ones. But none of them combines our easy, cheap, and fast way of trademark applying. Our market is global and it grows annually. Right now, we are covering 45 countries with our services. Our business model based on B2C and B2B2C model, plus we are adding some platforms to work with. Our traction is impressive. We twice our revenue with almost zero budget on marketing, and we made it 60,000 of unique users. We are sustainable and cash positive, and it motivates us to move forward. And when I say moving forward, I mean that this year we are going to launch patent renewals and trademark registration in 120 countries. The next step will be IP management service. Please meet our core team of bot developers and legal hackers. I'm the best patent attorney in Ukraine by client's choice. My co-founder, Artem is the best IT lawyer in Ukraine. And together with experienced team of developers, we are building the new law. PatentBot was recognized as Bot of the Year by Product Hunt, as the best world legal innovations by Hill, and the best virtual assistant of the year by Breakthrough Awards. Up to date, we have raised 170K, and we are going to raise 400K on our seed round. Invest in legal tech. Use legal tech. Thank you.
Natalia, thank you very much.
I'm ready for your questions.
Thank you very much. We have the first question from Vitaly.
Thank you very much, Natalia, for the presentation. My question is about geography. How many countries do you cover now? I mean, you mentioned this, but do you really integrated your software into all the legal systems of those countries? And how you're going to conquer 120 countries? Because you need to understand all the particularities of the IP laws in all those countries.
Vitaly, thank you. I really appreciate your question, because it's very important to say that PatentBot is a very scalable solution, because intellectual property legislation based on international legislation. So from country to country, legislation is almost the same. The time to add a new country is very simple for us, because we don't need to change a lot in our construction. So we are changing some little things, some fees, some name of country, certainly, and etc. But 120 countries, I mean, it's international registration by Madrid Protocol. There is a system of trademark applying for international registration. So it won't be 120 plus national ones, but it will be one with the help of which you can apply to 120. And right now we are having 45 companies for yes, please proceed.
Sorry, we have a delay in audio. So my question was, that means companies can apply for international patents protection from their own country, but it will not cover them for in-country patent ownership, right?
We are working for the PatentBot to be as one window for cross-border registration. So, for example, American entrepreneur can apply to Ukrainian patent office and vice versa, and also American can apply to American patent office with the help of a PatentBot. So, but our aim is to reach customers who are from other countries. So, not to compete on stage with huge patent companies, but to compete with international ones who are actually seeker on direct markets. So our game is to reach more international clients than more national ones. And yes, you can reach 120 countries in one time with the help of the bot this year.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Natalia. Unfortunately, we're run out of time. So thank you once again for the presentation. And I would like to invite CleverPoint on stage.
Hi everybody, my name is Kirill Krasnogir. I'm CEO and co-founder of CleverPoint. CleverPoint Era is designed specifically for innovative companies that strategically want to improve employee productivity by preventing burnout, managing the life experience and mental health of their employees. The ability to cope with stress, control the heart or the brain are artifacts that are important in daily or professional life. In fact, this is the foundation of our productivity and most importantly, our health. For two completely different existing clients, these statistics are not only relevant, they have similar problem: increased productivity and as a result, increasing the company's capital value, reducing hiring errors, and reducing staff turnover by detecting and preventing burnout. Our solution has three main parts. Today, our device records data on electrical activity of the brain, activity of the cardiovascular system, and the autonomic nervous system. We are working on respiration and temperature sensors and algorithms. Virtual reality is the only technology that creates a safe, controlled, and reproducible environment for all participants, isolated from the outside world and any noises, where the natural behavior of the user is not disturbed, allowing patterns of behavior and physiological response to them to be induced from real life, and an analytical system to work with data and automatically generated reports. Through a quick 20-minute test, the company identifies potential performance gains to recruit more productive employees. The company identifies employees who are at or are close to the burnout zone. So this is a signal that they need to help in order not to lose them. Thanks to the built-in simulators, employees improve their cognitive and physiological parameters. The highest reliability of the productivity forecast is assessment of cognitive abilities. HR lacks convenient and affordable tools that can work with physiology and cognitive capabilities at the same time, improving even more the prediction of productivity. CleverPoint EVA allows you to obtain objective metrics both at the hiring stage and on the job, allowing work processes and communications to be tailored to the individual physiological characteristics of employees. And the biofeedback simulators built into the solution help you maintain and improve your physiological condition. Our current client is from the early adopter category. Our future partners are recruiting and assessment companies. We earn from device sales and the reports that the system generates for the client every month. We finance the project from our own funds. We have a working technology and a solution that a real customer is already using. For the first phase, we are looking for money in exchange for a share in the company, and we're also interested in the technology partnership. Thank you for your attention and your services.
Kirill, thank you very much for the presentation. And right now, I'm asking our judges, do you have some questions? Yes, so we have a question from Konstantin Zapolensky.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kirill. And so do you have any revenue now? So are you still in R&D stage?
No, we have a revenue. We have a revenue from our existing client, and we already have another client whom we will sign a contract in the nearest future.
And what's the use case for that client which you have? So basically, did I understand correctly that you need to wear this hardware on an employee so that you can track those metrics? And what's the use case for wearing the hardware?
It's very easy. So actually, there are helmets and our solution embedded into different types of helmets. And for a short time, like for 20 minutes, we can screen a lot of physiological and cognitive parameters of an employee for further improvement and burnout recognition.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Do we have some more questions? Oh, yes, from Vitaly. Vitaly, please ask.
I have just a very short one, just not to take time. Doesn't it violate a little bit of privacy? Is it a kind of a medical examination and probably serious medical regulations, control this area?
We are not positioning our solution like a medical device. This is mostly for consumer-based market. But for sure, we predict such kind of issues. But nevertheless, many things are based on our physiology, and control and monitor these parameters are important for not only companies, but for people.
Okay, thank you.
Kirill, thank you very much for your presentation. And I think that this was the last pitch for today.
Sorry, I switched off my the demo screen or not?
Yes.
My screen is still working or not?
No, it's okay. Everything is great, Kirill. Don't worry. Okay, so Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. It was really very nice to see your pitches, and we would like right now to ask startups to leave, but also right now, I think that we will close the session. So sorry, wait a minute. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today, for being with us. We are very waiting for you in 5 minutes for our last batch of semifinals at Emerge. So see you soon.